Hello, and yes, I'm back with a new video. Basically, this video is talking about the doll test video that they recently did on Anderson Cooper 360. Basically, they have 5 little dolls. They're all the same. They all look the same. But they're all like different skin colors, ranging from light, more like white people, to darker skin, as in darker skin black people. Then they have in-between colors. Basically, they split up the children. It was 2 groups. Black children, white children. 2 different age groups. Like 4 to 5 and about like 8, 9, 10. Like older kids, basically. Well, video is very interesting for both parts because, one, it shows like, okay, a lot of children aren't colorblind, but there still are children that, you know, they don't care about color. It kind of freaks me out because it's like, what are you teaching your kid at home? Basically, one little girl who stood out to me, which it was cute. I didn't find it racist or offensive at all because I probably would have said the same thing. They asked, you know, who's the pretty doll? Who's the smart doll? Who's the doll that everyone likes? And so she pointed to the picture of the lighter skin doll. Which, okay, hey. She pointed to it, and when they asked her why she pointed to it, she said, because it looks like me. And she was in like the 5-year-old group, so a little 5-year-old girl. Then, in the same little group, they had the little black children. They were like, you know, which doll do you think is pretty? Little black girl. She made me so happy. Yay. Love yourself, babies. She pointed to the little darker skin doll. And then they had the same little black girl. They're like, well, which one is the mean one? She pointed to the light skin doll. And a different little black girl pointed to the same light-skinned doll, and they're like, oh, which one is mean? Not the white doll, but the second to it, the light-skinned doll. They're like, oh, why is that one mean? She's like, because that one makes fun of other people and people like me. So, yeah, growing up, if you're teased about your skin tone, yeah, you're going to be like, okay, you're mean, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. But I liked the video. Now, with the older kids, they had a little white girl on there. She was about maybe 10, 9, who knows. And they're like, well, which skin color do you think is beautiful? And in this group, they didn't have little dolls. They had like little squares. And it was more color variety. It was like the really white pale, and then it was back to the dark. And then all the little shades in between. And she was like, I think this one's pretty. And she was pointing at all of them. They're like, well, why are they all pretty? Why did you pick them all? She was like, because color is not an object. It's just a color. That's not defined by who you are. So, yay, we can see that her family taught her not to be colorblind. Yeah, said that so backwards. To be colorblind, which that's good, to teach your children to be like that. And then they had the little black girl on there, and they're like, well, which one is pretty to you? And she was like, this one, pointing at the darker skin doll. Oh. Thank you. Still got a message. But she was like, well, that one's pretty. Because that's the same color as me. And then a black girl, she was like, well, they're all pretty. Because it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It matters how you look on the inside. Which I agree with that as well. So it's like, with some people, you gotta look and be like, okay, well, what kind of family do you come from? Some people, it's like, okay, well, even if you don't come from a multiracial family, we see that your family isn't teaching you, okay, this is bad, this is bad. But it was interesting at the end of the video, because it's 3 little videos and they're pretty short. They showed the parents the kids' reactions. Well, the kids, and their reactions were like, okay. The mother to the little girl that was talking about, it's pretty and smart because it's me, she was like, in tears, but she was like, well, it's sad, but she doesn't see it as racist because she's never been exposed. Now, the lady didn't say she's never been exposed to black people and nothing like that, but that's what I was picking up. She's never been exposed to other races than white. So if you're in a world to where you're only exposed to one race, yes, you're going to think that your race is superior compared to the other races. Not necessarily superior and like, we dominate. But like, yeah, we're pretty, we're smart, we're this or that, because this is all you see. Or it could be negative in some cases. Well, this is what I have to grow up to be. But, hey. And then the little black Not the little black man. The little black girl, her dad was there. He was like, well, that's my baby. He was like, you know, that's what we taught her. To love yourself. Which I agree. That goes back to like how I say I grew up in the town that I did. There wasn't many black people or Hispanic Latin people. But the black people that I was around, not in my immediate family, but the other ones, like the people I went to school with, they were not, I don't want to seem racist towards my own race, but the black people that I attended school with, I did not want to aspire to be like them. I was like, they're stupid and they're dumb. I guess because as a child, you just see how people act, and I wasn't allowed to act like that. I was not allowed to use slang, slouch, talk back to my mother, act, just do whatever. They were. I wasn't. So thank you, mommy, aunties, and sisters that kept me in line. Yes. No back talk. But it's like, you know, I was teased by black people as a child. They're like, you want to be white, you want to be white, you think you're white. And I was like, no, I don't. I guess they felt that way. Well, I know they felt that way because I'll show you a picture of me as a child. There. As you see, lighter skin. And yes, I have a pretty good grade of hair, even though it's like braided up right now. But I have a good grade of hair. So, anyway, in my opinion, it's a good grade of hair. Wash it and it curls up and you go. But disregarding those attributes, I like to read. I like to school. I came to school every day. I did my work. I passed. And there, you want to be white. What the fuck? Are you serious? You think that just because you're black you have to be stupid and ignorant and ghetto? Well, come on. We live in the country. You shouldn't even know what ghetto is. And in my opinion, ghetto people can survive anything. So, all of you people that's walking around, oh, that's ghetto. You wouldn't be able to live in the damn ghetto. But anyway, that's straying off topic. But, yeah. So it's like, you know, you have to expose your children early. You have to expose your children early to other races, as well as teach them that, you know, you are beautiful, you are smart. Regardless if they see only good, upstanding white people and bad, ignorant, ghetto, blah, the negative black people, you still teach your child, if you're a black person, that. Teach your child to love themselves. Because if not, they're going to grow up and they're going to hate their race and be one of those confused people that I'm going to be with the person outside my race just so my child can have light skin, fair hair, and colored eyes. Which, 9 times out of 10, yes, most half and half mixed children do come out light skin, pretty hair, and colored eyes. But you have those that don't. Exactly. Because I went to school with a girl that was half and half. She was darker than me. She had nappy ass hair. Oh, not to cuss. She had bad hair. And she had regular brown eyes. Nobody would have knew that she was mixed unless you saw both of her parents. But hey. And the rest of her brothers or sisters. But hey, that was her real parents. So just think about it. Anyway, I have to go. My battery's beeping. So remember to love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Because if you don't, who will? And love where you come from. Because I do. So thank all my ancestors for mixing and meshing. And mommy and daddy mixing and meshing and making us. So I love all my people.